Satnam, my friends. Today's video is all about some mindful tips for mummies during the summer holidays. I'm Laura, a mum of two, both under 6, but you can adapt any of these tips depending on the age of your child. I hope some of these tips bring some mindfulness into your days during the summer. The holidays can be long, 6+ weeks, so let's dive right in. So my first tip is to make these glitter jars, and they're actually an activity in themselves, making them. All you need is some clear glue, water and glitter. And you can also add sequins and food colouring, whatever you fancy. So what you want to do with these is you want your kids and mummy, I have one too, to imagine that the jar is your mind and all the glitter is the feelings. So when you get big emotions, which do crop up, you can give it a good shake and then just watch the glitter move around and settle down. And this is representing how our emotions do rise and bubble up, but then they also settle when we just take a pause. So I would definitely give this a go, and I'll link down below what you will need to make them. We just use Kilner jars, but any jars, like if you have an old jam jar or a water bottle, will work for these. So for my next tip, I invite you to start maybe tracking the moon. In August, we have 2 full moons, on the 1st and on the 31st. So you can actually use this as a teaching opportunity to talk to your kids about the moon and the different phases that it goes through. Now, I'm not saying that you should stay up late every night seeing what the moon's doing, but if you could just do a couple of nights in the summer holiday, get some blankets and get outside and do some stargazing and look at the moon, it can be a great bonding activity for the whole family. For my next tip, I encourage you to just take some time throughout the day, every day, just to do some breathing techniques. And different breath work can have different effects on the body. So if you're feeling a bit stressed, you can just do some long, deep breathing, which will tap into that parasympathetic nervous system. But also, if you're at 4 o'clock and you're feeling like really tired, you can do some more energizing breaths like breath of fire. You could do some Satali breaths on those really hot days just to cool your body down. And you could also get your kids to do some breath work as well, depending on their ages. You could all just take a moment to pause and breathe. It's a really good tool for regulating those emotions. I do have some playlists on my channel for just some guided breath work, so I'll be sure to link them in the description below. For the next one, it is about getting into alignment before action. So what works for me is setting my alarm for about an hour before the kids wake up. So I'm not speaking to you if you're the family who are all up by 5. This will not work. But say if your kids wake up at 7, you could set your alarm for 6 and just do some stuff that really nourishes your body, whether that's journaling, whether that's working out, doing yoga, whether it's just sitting down and having a nice cup of tea before the day begins. It can really, really help just to start the day, get into alignment before action, so then you can just tackle your day with aligned action. And if you are the family where you are up at 5 or you have a baby that's up all night, I encourage you just to take these moments through the day. So whether that's having, your favorite food on hand or your favorite scent going through your house, all these things can just really fill up our cup, and then we will overflow out to others. So books are another great way to add a bit of mindfulness to your everyday. And what I would encourage you to do is put them at the front of your bookshelf, because if you're anything like my family, you tend to just read the ones that are easy and at the front. So it's really brilliant to have your mindful books. So then they are providing positive messages for your kids throughout the day. So I'll link some down below, but some of our favorites are Big Feelings, The Colour Monster, the lion inside. And we also like this, your mind is like the sky. And we've also, for my next tip for the written word, you can have an affirmation jar. So you can sit together in an activity or just add to it throughout the summer, just with some affirmations that, again, if you're feeling that kind of slump in the day, you can grab an affirmation and then read that out. Some examples are like, I am brave, I am strong, I am calm, I am enough. You can just, when you start, you just keep going. And this is a great way just to bring positive messaging into your summer holidays. Next tip is for when your kids are drawing or doing their sticker books. If you go and sit at the table too and get your journal out, it's really great just to do some journal prompts and say to yourself, ask yourself, what am I doing well today? What am I grateful for? What's one thing I want to achieve today? And all that can just really help you get it out of your mind onto paper. The chances are you're absolutely doing more than you think you are, and journaling is a great way to access this. Nature is my next tip. So when you're having some calm days, I do try and encourage my family to get out every day. And it can even just be go to the park, go and feed the ducks, go and get out in nature. This is really a grounding activity. And you can hug trees, you can run barefoot, and all that is really connecting you back to the earth. And it's so powerful for your body and mind. So my 9th tip is screen time. I am going to be putting my limits on all my apps so I'm not getting drawn into the scrolling. And even better, if you can even take some breaks from social media over the summer holidays, and then you can really concentrate on connecting as a family. And my last tip is just to be. There's a lot of pressure on us mums to really schedule our time. So there's lots of camps and lots of clubs and lots of play dates and lots of weekends away. But actually, you are doing enough, and it's absolutely great to have those home days where you can just be and really connect with each other and just enjoy some unstructured time as a family. If you've done a lot and you need to cancel something, that's okay. Just allow yourself to do what you think is right. So really trust that voice within. I hope these recommendations have helped, and I wish you all a lovely summer. If you have enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe for more yoga inspired content. Also, if you have any other tips to add, please do write them in the comments below. I would love to hear them. And Satnam, my friends, have a wonderful summer.